I want you to listen. I want you to hear me. The world doesn't need you to be perfect. Not at all. It needs you to be real, authentic, to be human, to lead with empathy, starting with yourself. So now take a deep breath. Let yourself feel. And remember, you belong exactly as you are. Hello, hello. Welcome to Brilliance Unleashed, where we don't talk about leadership, but we talk about what it means to be human while leading. Today's episodes will hit home if you are navigating something new, a place, a role, a version of yourself that doesn't quite feel familiar yet. My name is Anna, and I'm your host today. So let's stop for a moment. Take a deep breath wherever you go and let the noise fade. Because empathy isn't about understanding, it's about feeling. So let's feel together. Feeling without rushing to fix it, feeling without needing to make a sense of it. It's about permitting yourself to be exactly where you are, even if that place feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. And today I'm going to dive deep into why empathy isn't about connecting with others. It's about connecting with yourself first. Because the truth is, belonging doesn't start with the world around you. It starts with you. Are you ready to dive in? So imagine then when you move to a new place, you step into new role, you embrace a new version of yourself. It can feel like you're standing on really unstable ground. And most people rush through that discomfort, right? Because they fight it, they force themselves to adapt, to fit, to belong, and just really focus on what is happening right there and don't embrace that being uncomfortable. And it's crucial because belonging to that new place, belonging to that new role, belonging to that new version of you doesn't start with fitting in. It starts with feeling at home with yourself. So, in the world that constantly tells you to hustle for worthiness, prove yourself, to say control, it's a radical to just be. And I know you're just like, oh, no. But let yourself feel without labeling those feelings as failure. They just are there, and it's okay for them to be. Because one of the most profound lessons I've learned in my journey as a leader and a coach is that empathy for yourself is foundation of real belonging. And let me repeat that empathy for yourself is foundation of real belonging. So you don't have to hustle to feel at home. You don't have to prove yourself to feel worthy. You don't have to have it all figured out to be enough. Because the world doesn't need to be perfect or always in control. The world needs to be real, to be raw, to be human. And let me tell you the story about one of my clients who worked as a leader. And he moved to the new country and took a massive leadership role. He was really confident until he wasn't, because the team's bluntness hit him like a punch in the gut. Suddenly, he felt alienated, exposed, judged, completely misunderstood. And he was stuck in that cycle of trying to prove himself, trying to adapt, trying to make sense of the culture, trying to belong. And it was absolutely exhausting. Exhausting for him, for his family, and for his team. And what changed everything for him when we started working, he stopped trying to fit in. He stopped forcing himself to understand new culture. He stopped fighting his discomfort. And he went from that discomfort, from that fight, from that trying to fit in, to be curious. So he asked himself, what am I feeling right now? He explored what felt foreign, not about just the place, but also about him in that place. Because think about it, that even if he moved because of that curiosity, possibility to be in a different place, to prove himself in a absolutely different, better, bigger environment, and it felt exciting, and it felt, wow, this is something that I really wanted to do that, and I got the opportunity, I'm going for it. And there's so much excitement about that. But we also forget how much of the discomfort comes with it. And that's okay. When he started to explore that discomfort, he stopped, or he didn't force the connection. He just needed to feel his own discomfort without labeling as it weakness. It's a part of the journey. And the moment he started to go from that discomfort to that curiosity, to stop labeling it as a weakness, things started shifting because he softened up in a way that he started breathing again. He saw the team differently because he saw himself differently. He showed up differently, and his team started to respond differently. And I believe that that's the power of the empathy, not as a strategy, but as a stance. So when you allow yourself to meet your own discomfort without judgment, and I know it's hard, you create space for others to meet you too. When you belong to yourself first, you stop hustling for a sense of belonging from the world around you. And that's where the true connection happens, when you are no longer running from yourself. I'm just wondering how it hit with you, because I know that many of my listeners, you are experts yourself. So probably there is a lot of insights there for you. But if you are not feeling well where you are, I have 3 ways for you to practice that self-empathy today. And most leaders, most humans feel like they need to solve every emotion, every discomfort, every insecurity. But here's the reality. You don't need to fix your feelings. You need to feel them. So next time you feel discomfort, pause, name it, acknowledge without trying to change it. And this is, for those who watch, this is what I did also, just leaning back on your chair, on your couch, just like allowing it to be with that discomfort, and say to yourself that this is what I'm feeling right now, and that's okay. Because let's be real, without rushing to make sense of it, right? You don't have to rush to make sense of it. You just need to be with that for a moment, and acknowledging that even if you are in an exciting journey, that if you are going after what you truly wanted, what you were longing for, what you were working for, there might be discomfort, and it's okay. And let it be to part of your journey too. So in order to practice that, I am inviting you to create a daily pause, right? So take 1 minute every morning to just breathe and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? No judgment, no fixing, just noticing. Then practice curiosity instead of judgment. So next time you feel discomfort, like not fitting or feeling a little bit out of place, ask yourself, what am I curious about here? What's going on? What am I feeling? What's happening? So maybe it's understanding why you feel the way you feel. Maybe it's noticing how your body responds to stress. Let curiosity replace judgment, replace criticism. And because when you pause long enough to feel what it's real, something profound happens. You started to breathe, you just relax, and you belong to yourself first. So let me let me share with you how empathy can transform your leadership. Because when you lead with empathy, not just for others, but for yourself, you permit people to do the same. And again, it goes with that lead, grow, inspire methodology that I'm using. So start with yourself. So when you meet yourself without judgment, you show up differently. And when you show up differently, people respond to you differently. You will not change their behavior, but you can change their response to your different behavior. So leaders who practice self-empathy don't hustle for worth, they radiate it. They don't force connection, they invite people. They don't pretend to have it all together, they own their humanity. And that's the leader people want to follow, right? That if you feel that you are invited, there is a humanity, you want to follow that leader. And not because those leaders are perfect, but because they are real. And if that resonates with you, if you're ready to stop forcing yourself to fit and start belonging to yourself, let's take this deeper. Let's take this deeper. Let's have that conversation about it. And let me help you to belong with yourself. Let's have that real conversation about how to build the kind of leadership that doesn't drain you, because you are not trying to be someone you are not. Because I want you to listen. I want you to hear me. The world doesn't need you to be perfect. Not at all. It needs you to be real, authentic, to be human, to lead with empathy, starting with yourself. So now take a deep breath. Let yourself feel. And remember, you belong exactly as you are. Thank you for being here with me on Brilliance Unleashed. Until next time, lead with intention. Own your impact. Belong with yourself.